So can we get like a brief kind of tour, like a practice of when we do come in, like kind of what you're looking to do with everyone as you like take us, teach us, show us prior to us like
so
actually.
I have the machine going right now, so I'll show you in essence. This is what I'll show everyone. This is one of 17 in the world when it comes to brewing.
Really?
So conventional brewing is done with gravity.
Okay.
And this one we French press the grain.
Hey.
So this is the most efficient brew system in the world.
Wow.
Yeah. It's kind of like an accordion, right? So you got a hard plate right here with grooves in here, and you have 4 holes. So what happens is I send grain through this top hole, and then it will feed and fill 3 inches in between 35 plates.
Oh, wow.
And what happens is this is a bladder. So you see a blue and a red. So red's the hard plate, blue is the bladder. So when I get these full, what I do is I fill these up with water and I'm squeezing and French pressing all the sugar I can. So right now my efficiency is about 93%. They claim you can get 98%, and most breweries get around 80%.
Oh wow!
So you save almost 10% in just grain and water.
Yeah.
And then what happens is I'll make it in here. This is the kettle. I'll show everyone. This kettle is where we cook it, cook the wort, and then we have obviously our whirlpool. And then when it's done cooking in here, I send it to one of these big, what they call fermentation vessels.
Okay.
Big boys. I got big ass boys, medium boys, and smaller boys.
So big ass boys to small boys.
This is a cool system to see. But when it gets knocked out, it gets going. We can see we might have active fermentation over here. I'll show you.
Okay.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't make beer. I make sugar water.
Okay.
And then I pitch in yeast, and the yeast is what makes beer, right?
I
so
love
if you look
that.
right here, this is legit active fermentation.
Oh yes.
This is a beer that I made
Smell
yesterday. And you can see a byproduct. There's 2 big byproducts of beer yeast. And this is CO2, which you're seeing, comes out of this tube, this blow-off valve right here. And then you're gonna get alcohol is the other byproduct.
Ah.
So this means that my beer is going. The beer is active, this is what I want to see on a daily basis.
Okay. Nice.
And then obviously I'd show you guys what's gonna happen is grain. So different grains, it's like making a pasta or making a salad.
Yeah.
I gotta know how much to put of this and this to make a certain kind of dish, right?
As the grains differ from texture to smell, does all that make a difference in how the beer come out?
All of it, how it's kilned, how it's roasted, what color it is.
Wow.
There's some that are more toasty, some more caramel, there's more roasted, there's some that taste like more bready. So I'll have some samples out for everyone.
And I'll go through the stage.
And I'll give you hops.
They'll love
hops,
that.
That's the big one. The hops is the one, they're a cousin of the marijuana plant, cannabis. And so it's got that dankness to it, to a lot of it. But it's an herb. And back in the days before, women were the main brewers. And then they would do herbs. So they get like yarrow and dandelions. And that's how you would put bitterness in the beer to kind of balance it out. Right?
Yeah.
So every beer's got some balance.
So
every beer should have balance.
It has its own take on life, right? Its own identity.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like I said, it's an artist. I mean, while I'm making the beer, sometimes I'll take the grain and I'll be like, it needs a little more. They like pinch.
Yeah.
A little more of this, a little more of that.
You're a chef.
It is. I call myself a liquid chef. So the other guy's like, hey, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, instead of saying a beer maker, I'm like, I'm a liquid chef. And you can see they're perplexed. I'm like, what's that mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I make beer for a living.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right.
Nate, what's going on? Something fucking up?
No, we're just kind of at a standstill right now.
Okay.
Continue to get coffee, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, so this is where this is the canning line, right? So this is a steamer depalletizer. So when it's in motion, when it gets fired up, I'll show you guys. Nate's the best at. This is Nate, by the way.
Big Nate the Great. How you doing,
Nate,
Doc?
CJ.
See you guys.
So what's gonna happen is obviously turntable collects all of it, and then Nate will show you how it just fills. We do 12 cans at a time.
Oh wow.
And then we'll seam it, and you'll see the project. It's pretty cool. This is the canning process. This is what I think is one of the most crucial parts of the life of the beer.
Absolutely.
Because if we mess up on this end, doesn't matter how hard we work on this side,
right.
It's ruined. So we got to really this is where, very, very small details. We got to very fine tune everything. And then what happens is it's going to come through.
So the steamers
get these shrink wraps, the sleeves on there.
Okay.
So right now what Nate's doing, he's purging these cans with beer. So now it's filling with beer. We got to make sure that CO2 creates a level in there where there's no oxygen in this can. Because if there's oxygen in this can, what happens, it'll be oxidized. And then out comes the finished product. Stay right there. But then, this is my favorite part, because when in this, you have to make sure that you have quality control. So once you get the double IPA, we got to make sure that it has enough foam when it opens up. It's carb. And then we got to make sure we do quality taste testing so it looks good. There's no brownish to it. There's no discoloration. That foam is beautiful. That's what I want to see, right? And then taste test. No, you got to be able to taste it, because if at one point in the beer's life, if it doesn't taste good, if it tastes off, we got to shut this down. So every once in a while, Nate will grab samples, because we got to make sure it's flowing just fine. Yeah, that's one of our more popular beers that we do. Double IPA. You can get it at liquor stores and here at Kiitos.
You know I'm an IPA fan.
Yeah. That's the can line.
The crew is doing their thing.
So this is what happens when they don't get steamed. So this is what they look like before. So this is the before and the after.
Oh, yeah.
So these get shrink wrapped on.
Yep. Okay.
We're one of the few breweries, I think, actually in Utah that are doing these zip.
Yeah.
Zip
So
labels.
technically these aren't recyclable. So you can't tell on this guy. But what happens is you're supposed to be able to peel this off, take this can off, and recycle the aluminum itself.
Oh.
Because this
You're one of the only few that actually do that?
We're one of the few in the States that do that, yeah.
No, that's dope. That's very environmentally conscious, huh?
It's supposed to be easy, but basically it zips off if you do it right. We're one of the most environmental friendly breweries because of our machine. We give back, and then we're always trying to be as clean of the earth as possible at this brewery.
I love that.
And so this is a part of our, it might be a little cost more up front, but for us it's for a better cause.
Cool.
I mean, Nate's he's a genius in this place. I'm just the hair.
I'm just the hair.
Yeah. So whenever...
Where does this stuff go?
That's just the waste. So remember when Nate was filling it up, make sure it was okay?
Yeah.
Excess will drop into this tray and go to the ground.
Okay.
So we will have loss. Nate's really good at minimizing the loss here.
Okay.
And then if it goes through a scale right here, if it's underweight or overweight, it will piss it out to here. And then that way we can either
that's cool.
Actually underweight, we'll weigh all the cans that end up in here.
Yeah.
And so it catches itself. So we have that. And
this is engineering at its highest level.
This is where, it seems right here, it'll pop out here, and we'll, right now we are hand putting them on trays by hand.
Okay.
We're supposed to have something called a pack tech. This machine's supposed to work.
Sip, CJ? You want to taste? Young kind sir.
And then...
Give me that. I want to get you.
Where'd Andy go?
Hey.
Step outside for smoke break.
Wow. Fresh out the can.
This is the freshest you'll get beer is right off the canning line.
This is an experience.
Yeah, so boom. This is really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So cheers, CJ. Cheers. Tell you what, man.
Oh yeah, there we go. You know how I learned how to drink beer? It was in grad school. Yeah. The reason I got into beer is because I couldn't just sit in meetings drinking straight whiskey.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even, never drank beer back in school, so I never learned how to drink it. And then one guy was like, all right, let me teach you how to drink beer. He's like, let's start with the IPA so you can start harsh and work your way down. Hey. So I started with Golden Monkeys.
Okay.
That was the first beer I had.
Damn.
And I stayed at Golden Monkeys and IPAs only. Yeah. I didn't drink anything else until probably when I came here. I only drank IPAs for like 4 or 5 years. So that's why I was like, I love a good IPA. Yeah. Where do you source your hops from? Is there like any particular place, any place you like a fan of?
Most of them come from Washington.
Washington?
Yeah. Washington area, and then we have one producer that comes out of Idaho.
Oh, wow.
But the northwest, so the east side of the mountains, mountain range in Washington provides right now 90% of the hops in the world.
Whoa.
Pretty vast.
Oh, that's interesting.
They kick ass. When I get a chance, I'm gonna take these guys. We're all gonna go out. I think you should see. It's like where does wine come from? I think everyone, if you enjoy wine, especially if you're a winemaker, you should go to a vineyard.
Yep.
So same thing with beer. You should be able to go where the grain's grown, where the maltsters are, and you gotta go to the hops. You gotta go.
That's so true.
So I'm trying to pick the team there.
Never thought about that.
One of these days soon, and that's just.
What got you into? Because I know you from college. So what got you into actually making beer?
So in college,
what happened?
While you were there and I was there, so I was the trainer, you were the athlete, right?
Yeah.
So at nighttime, I'd go bartend up at Sundance. So I did private clientele. So I did for almost 5 years. I was celebrity only bartender. So I got quick fast. I was able to throw up drinks left and right.
Yeah.
And then I started getting into craft beer. I knew what Budweiser, all the big names.
Yeah.
But then when I saw like Uinta, there's Squatters, Wasatch, and what the hell are these?
Yeah.
And so I had to serve them, but before I served it, I had to drink it. So I drank it first, and then I found out some of the ones that are kicking ass locally, and then I'm like, how do you make it?
Right.
Long story short, I gave up beer tending, right? Bartending, and I went to Strap Tank in Utah County. I helped open that facility in Lehigh.
Yeah.
And I learned I watched these guys downstairs make it, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
So I just, before and after my shifts, I'd go down there and just learn.
I think that's kind of when we first met back up with each other, right?
Yeah.
During that process, because we moved back soon as you all were like opening up.
Right.
Oh, that's so interesting. I didn't know that was your exact entry into beer making.
2019 is when I started.
Damn, that's crazy.
I've only been in the game for 5 years.
Still, I mean, how many awards have you won?
Oh shit.
You're talking about only 5 years. Only 5 years.
I mean, I got a couple in my name. That's all I gotta say. But it's a team effort. It's not just from me, right?
Oh, for sure.
So without these
the
guys,
fact that you still put intention behind going out there, creating and curating the best product for the actual of being noticed and producing something that people should love a little bit more and got recognized for that. That's kind of like, that's big time.
Yeah. So, my favorite part is when someone doesn't know that we're the beer makers, and they're out there in the bar and they open it and they look back at the glass and like, this is awesome. This is amazing. And then you just sit there like,
that's me.
Yeah. And that's
cool. That's cool. I love that.
But I'll show you guys up front now.
Let's do up front.
So you'll see the seams.
Okay. I know they're like, what the hell is David into now?
This is part I probably won't show everyone, but I'll show you guys because it's like, again, it's kind of dungeony. Let me flip the lights on.
Why not?
But you need to know this as when it comes to beer making.
Yeah.
So this is my mill room. So if I were going to show people, I'd probably clean it up because I need it to be dust free. But this is where I can give you guys like malts to taste, right?
Oh.
So this is one of my favorite malts.
Up here.
So Munich, this is like legit one of my favorite malts. So open your hand. Give me that. CJ, you want some? So all you gotta do it simply, you can smell it, see it, and then go and eat it.
Wheaties.
So then, see, let's do another one. This is why I love going down this road. So then, I got, let's see, biscuits, a good one.
Some biscuits.
Yeah, so biscuit. So you'll taste the difference. So you got that one.
Wow.
This one's gonna be more toasty. This one's legit gonna be more biscuity. It's like wheat.
Like a biscuit cracker.
Biscuit cracker. What's that? Frosted mini wheats?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So sometimes I'll literally be like, and this beer needs more of that.
Yep.
So what happens is this is my mill. So this is a 2 mil roller. So it goes down here and it'll just grind. It'll crush them up, pulverize it, go up this auger, and it'll feed into what we call a hopper. So this boy, this is where the milled grain sits and it gets ready for me to make beer out of. Okay. I need to break that. It kind of looks like dust, like this almost. This was grain, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I can extract the sugars. Is I got to actually break the husk of that grain to get the sugars.
Wow.
And this can hold well over 1,100 pounds. So I can, depends on how big the beer, more grain for the higher ABV.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that room's I don't know. Can't really hear. It's all dusty, and you rub up against something, you got dust everywhere. Right? This is what Kiitos is kind of known for. So I think we have the biggest pinball collection in Salt Lake when it comes to a brewery.
Yee.
Ooh, wow.
So it's pinball. We got new, old school. I mean, and there's pinball tournaments every. Yeah, people will travel to try machines that are only here. So we've gotten some people from Colorado, Wyoming. They'll come just to play a certain pinball machine. We had state championships a couple weeks ago. So whoever won this tournament went to state.
Really?
Whoever wins state goes national. Like this is.
It's like a real thing.
Yeah, the guy who maintains this, his name, we call him Pinball Mike.
44 million.
Yeah, so when I saw the Foo Fighters one, I went straight to that one. But my
Foo Fighters.
My jam is James Bond's the one that
classic.
That's
Classic.
these rotate almost every other week. We're getting new ones in. But yeah, so that's the pinball, and then
Great space in here.
you know we have a huge space. Everyone's involved, and then we have 29 taps. We have a very large selection of beer. We always got a beer for somebody, whether you want to drink beer or not. We got non-alcoholic selection, and then obviously we got our swag over here. This is one of my favorite areas.
Swag.
Can shop.
Ooh.
So we got obviously all the beer selection we can. This is the newest one. This is the pinball one. So it's got like little pinball machines in it. It's got little Kiitos, you know, what do you call them? Easter eggs?
Easter eggs, yeah.
And then the best part obviously is the pearls.
Oh, the button.
Legit. Yeah.
I like
These
that.
These are fresh. But the Kiitos, I mean, this one for everyone. This is my favorite one. This is for our coconut stout. We were voted the best coconut stout in Salt Lake.
I've heard a few people talk about y'all stout, actually.
So, I mean, swag.
Y'all got an anniversary ale, 13%.
Yeah, those are usually barley wines or wheat wines. They're big boys, though. I recommend sharing. I don't recommend drinking them by yourself.
Oh, really?
They're
Yes.
almost based out of Finland. So Kiitos means gratitude or give thanks in Finnish.
Wow.
And so that's where all these animals came
Gratitude,
from.
give thanks. That's usually why you're cheersing anyway and why you're serving someone alcohol.
So, so in Finnish, it's kippis. Is cheers. Kippis.
Kippis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start saying that. Kippis.
Kippis. Yeah, I always say salud because obviously Hispanic, but I like trying to throw it in too.
Kippis. All right. Remind me of that, CJ. I'm gonna put Kippis on all the promo stuff.
Kippis. Yeah, so our owner is Finnish, so there's Finnish flags everywhere.
That was the guy I met that one day I came in, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, he was cool. I liked him.
Everyone always asks me, and probably will ask me when we're over there at the event, but they're like, dude, what's your favorite beer on tap right now? Because
What is your favorite
my recommendation is if you ever meet the brewer or see a brewer, you always ask them, what are you drinking? Because they're going to drink the hottest, sexiest, newest thing, or whatever they're proud of, right?
Facts.
Pickle beer.
I gotta taste that. Man. CJ, we gotta taste this pickle
Patrick,
beer. Make it spicy? What?
Yeah, so you can make it spicy. We like putting either habanero or tapatio inside of it, make it spicy.
I bring
prefer
that
it
culture
clean.
out.
The thing about it is I can say with 100% fact this is the most hydrating beer in Utah. Because you think about it, electrolytes and pickle juice.
Oh, that's true.
So after
that's
this
true.
is the best post-workout. This is the best.
It's that halftime
chaser.
beer.
This is the best. Yeah.
It's that halftime beer.
Not spicy?
Just do 3 non-spicy and then make one spicy just to see.
Okay.
I was about to say, I'll do a non-spicy then a spicy next. I want to see the difference between the two.
Nothing's better than cracking like I call them. What do you call them? Summit beers. You know when you hike somewhere. You got some,
Oh yeah.
So the pickle beer though, it's like.
Yeah, which I'm excited. We got to get to that.
Yeah. So this is our pickle beer, and I made it to now it's a lager. So it's a light lager with pickle juice and Redmond sea salt inside of it. So I'm trying to keep it local.
Oh wow. The Redmond sea salt was smart.
Yeah.
It's making me want some chips.
No, that's the spicy.
Or spicy, sorry.
Yeah. Patrick made it spicy for you. Try it out.
Patrick making hot dogs? Lunchtime, eh? Try this.
I think it's got to be different when it comes to.
It's not.
I'm curious too, because I know that there's only a limited amount of breweries that can be existing in Utah. And I know it's been a fight for a while. Is it still a big fight?
Oh yeah, it's still a big fight.
Friendly
Like,
breweries.
it's like today after we're done here, I'm going to a legislative meeting talking about other things.
That answers my question. So it's a pretty tight-knit community.
Yes, it is, very much so. So the Utah Brewers Guild, we all try to get together. Most of it's about 95% of the breweries are in the guild.
Yeah.
We're just trying to help each other out, educate each other. And it's really cool. This industry, my wife said the other day, she used to go to a job where no one would ever visit her. Like it's not. So my other buddy, his wife's a lawyer or works for a law firm. And she's like, I never get my friends to show up. Be like, hey, how's it going? How you doing?
Yeah.
But I got people coming in left and right.
Yeah.
Friends. I got people asking for malt, hops, beer suggestions, everything. So at least 2-3 times a week, I'm always like helping
communal.
somebody. And it is. I call it a family.
Family.
That's good to hear. 'Cause you don't ever hear about industry.
You don't. We were just talking about that too. Like it's hard finding actual genuine people who don't just serve themselves.
It's really cool because like tonight,
That's
I wish
true.
you guys were there. Like we're gonna be meeting at a brewery today, and we're gonna talk shop, as in like legit legal shop, and then we'll probably bounce ideas off. Or for example, we're all delivering beer for the World Beer Cup, so like biggest competition in the world.
So cool.
And we're doing it. I'm actually created a caravan so it takes me about, if I were gonna send 1, 2, 3 beers, to overnight ship them refrigerated, it'll cost me about $300 to $500 just to do that. And so what I'm doing is I have all my friends show up here with their beer, and then the next day I drive it myself to Denver, and it's like $75 easy.
Yeah.
You know, so I take all the family's beer, I see it myself, beat hand delivered, and then I drive back home. I get a couple beers in Denver and come home.
Hell
That's
yeah.
just what I do. I've been doing it for about 3 years.
Yeah.
Is that an event?
Yeah, so World Beer Cup, so CBC, this year's is in Vegas.
Hey,
Yeah, it's good.
let's go. So that's gonna be like We the League. It's just a
I
conglomerate,
love
pretty
it.
much. So yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm down. If that's gonna be in Vegas, let's plan for that.
It'd be cool. Do you guys want to see it? It's probably running now.
Yeah.
You want to see the county line?
Oh yeah, I got like board games and stuff.
Yeah, it's always something happening here.
Oh man, this is elite.
Yeah, so what's happening? So obviously we're having cans coming down the slide. And then what I'll have you guys do if you want to see the gun shooting on the sleeves. So if you go on that side, CJ, it's going to start shooting. So
Okay.
the center will hit right here, so right about now. So you're going to see right here. So you're going to see boom, 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 boom.
Oh wow, you shoot
Right?
them down. That's
So
crazy.
what happens is they go through the steamer,
Uh-huh.
and you saw how they were unpackaged. So when they come out of the steamer, they're gonna come nice and sexy.
Oh
boom.
yep. Dressed,
come
ready to
out.
go to the club.
And they sit here, and they're getting ready to get canned by Nate and the team. And then that's why you guys are seeing over here.
Ah.
And then when they come out, we got Quincy right here. She's a badass, and she'll help us package it right here. Boom. It's that easy. But that's what happens is they'll be on a
Oh
conveyor
wow.
belt, and then what happens is they're standing upright, but in order to slow them down, they'll come and twist, and they'll actually do a full 180, and then they'll land back into it as long as we capture it.
I was just about to ask, like, how many cans are on a pallet, but now I see it.
Yeah,
Do these
so-
stretch? Oh, these are the short boys.
Yeah, so the 12 ounces, and you got 16 ounces right next to you.
Oh, okay. Bro, this is dope. What a system. And what's this?
So that's our barrel projects. This is what we're doing. We hold, barrel aged beers. So I have an Imperial Red in here.
Whoa.
We have an Imperial Stout right here. So we want to get that barrel character. A lot of our barrels come from High West or from Dented Brick or Sugar House Distillery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So do y'all rinse it out, or you just put it right into
So they'll
the...
stay in here, and then what happens is we'll sanitize all the equipment that goes into the beer.
Okay.
And then pull it out sanitized.
Ooh,
So
okay.
it'll be clean beer, but then it kind of gets a little funk. If there's a little funk in the barrel, it determines on the barrel. It's all
Yeah.
about the barrel. It could be
Damn.
more maple, it could be vanilla, it could be dog shit for all we know.
Are they like sterilized prior to coming here, or
They're
they still
steamed.
got alcohol?
They
Steamed?
sometimes got alcohol in them, but they get steamed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then here, I mean, it's not really the prettiest action shot, but this is the cooler. So this is where we store our cans, our kegs, our hops to get ready for production. This is where we hold everything.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is where the life of the beer is. Stays until it needs to go somebody.
Okay. I like it. Got dates on it.
Yeah, we know. We try to get the oldest out first, obviously. Yeah, Big Gay Ale is one of our biggest pride beers. That's what I have on, actually. This is the Big Gay Ale.
Big Gay Ale, that's
got
dope.
Pride. So we were one of the first to do a big ass Pride beer before COVID.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it's hibiscus and glitter.
Oh yeah, I was telling him about the glitter beer.
The picture of the video.
Yeah. Not gonna lie. Hey, his development, because I showed him your video, I was like, now we're here. It's like it's such a pivotal moment to see him grow.
It's been fun. But here you go. So you're gonna kind of see.
Oh, dope.
So if it works right, it should shimmer. Hold on. I'll show you. Here's your action shot, CJ, right here. So there's your. So this guy, what they should do is they're gonna hit. Yeah.
I had to give me an action shot.
If they don't get shrinked all the way, so that obviously we can't lid that, so we'll take it off. That's why we can save the can now.
Save the can.
If we didn't do that, this can is now wasted. You just wasted everything. So we saved the can.
Is there a price point on these? You know?
Yeah. So each sleeve costs us a certain amount of cents, and then each can costs us, and then the lids cost us.
We think like
Yeah,
7 cents total.
It's almost $1.40 right now for the whole package before beer goes in.
Oh wow.
But I can watch this all day.
Oh, I love that shit. No, I'm not gonna lie. I love this process.
So like what Nate's doing, Nate keeps an eye on it because what happens is we gotta watch the beer. The beer's gotta come out of the can so that we don't have any oxygen trapped inside. So right now it's getting purged. Beer will be going into it, fills it up. Nate keeps an eye on it. We wanna see foam fall over.
Yeah.
Just like that. And then it will come here, get lids on them. And Nate keeps an eye on it. Gets steamed immediately. See how the foam's still coming out?
Yeah.
That means
Yeah, that one's
things are
big.
coming out. So the low fill might pop out here.
Oh, there we
Because
go.
that one you saw with a little low fill,
Yeah.
it's gonna pop out.
Man, this is so dope. Oh, there we go. Wow. Man, what a process. Hey, no, thank you. We definitely appreciate this. Now that I got the date, I'm gonna start promoting.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll probably come up here another once or twice. We'll still just keep creating ideas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out to the girl who has the charcuterie. Anything you want on there?
Yeah, so let's talk about the beers we want to do.
Yes.
And we'll
okay.
match it. That'll be a really good pairing.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, perfect.
So
Let's do that.
Let's go to the front. So I want to talk to you about like the
Yeah.
certain beers. I know for a fact we want to gold medal for the coffee beer.
Oh, yeah.
That coffee beer has got to be paired with
Okay.
maybe almost like there's coffee encrusted cheeses out there.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it's got to be something sharp. I think that sharp cheese was just
Okay.
really
Yeah,
kick
nice
ass.
sharp cheddar. Even
Or
like a nice smoke
Some
Gouda.
smoke could be good too.
Oh, and I'll tag you her business so you can see what she makes as well.
Perfect.
To make better suggestions.
And I'll work on-
And CJ, let's get into a studio and like shoot each one of those beers separately and like do a whole thing for it. I think that'd be
that
cool.
big gay ale. So it almost looks like the character of a certain thing. But yeah, this is it's fun. This is a very popular pride beer in Utah, so we got to make sure that we represent, our family too, the best we can. In
Love
Kiitos.
that, man. Love that.
Yeah, and we had the jazz player the other day come and because he's Finnish. So
Mark
he came,
Cannon?
He came and signed a bunch of stuff. We gave him some beers. Like he bought some beers.
Yeah, oh man, he's different. He's athletic as hell to be that big.
Ramondo, we named after our best IPA.
Your best IPA?
Yeah.
What makes it best?
I made it.
Oh, it's the best.
No, actually, I think it's one of the best, one of my favorite session IPAs, but it's got the goat on there.
Yeah,
We put Ramondo.
That's dope.
He
I've
signed
hit
it
that
for
before.
us. We have a give thanks handle, so whenever you guys order pints of the Big Gay, $1 will go to right now it's the Big Sisters, Big Brothers of Utah.
Oh.
So every month it rotates. So not $1, excuse me, all proceeds go to it. So
You said every month? When is that? So that Big Brother, Big Sisters this month?
this month.
Ooh, who are you doing next month? Can I get it next month
You can
with the
get
Mecca
next month.
Project?
Yeah, we can.
For the kids?
Kidding. Yeah.
And then that way I can promote the.
Sincerely. So what's gonna happen is I'd have you choose a beer, and then that beer would be
Dope.
proceed.
Okay.
And then what we'll do is we'll blow it up here, and then it'd be like basically a monthly special.
Hell yeah. All right.